Let's get to it right off the top here. We saw storms sweep through the Bay Area this afternoon, and we are getting reports of a possible tornado touchdown in St. Petersburg. We did have a warning in Pinellas around 3 this afternoon, and this is a look at least some of the damage that was left behind. Thank you so much for watching us tonight. I'm Josh Sidorowitz. Candace Aviles is off, but meteorologist Ashley Beatty is here. You guys had a busy afternoon in the Weather Center here, and really those storms moved so quick when they came through. In
some of these cases, these warnings were for storms that were moving 40, 50, 60 miles an hour. So they were really coming along. And yeah, we did have a couple of tornado warnings, including that storm that produced that damage that we were showing you in St. Pete. Thankfully, that is past.
All right, let's take a closer look at some of the damage that was left behind. Trees fell onto 2 homes in St. Pete's Childs Park neighborhood. It caused some damage to the roofs of both of those houses. St. Pete Fire and Rescue, there you go, says nobody was hurt in this, but the man who lives in one of those houses tells us the tree did hit a power line when it came down.
Got dark off there.
Well, Smith said his boat and fence were damaged. You can see it there, and some branches also landed on his neighbor's car. The storms also knocked out power to homes across the state. This is a live look at Duke Energy's outage map. You can see we've got more than about 20,000 customers who are without power right now. About 500 TECO customers also impacted by those storms. And not a great day either to be out on the water, as you might imagine. Strong winds and high waves made for a scary situation for a boater in Bradenton after his engine stalled. Coast Guard rescued the man who was clinging onto a pier. They tell us that he couldn't paddle his 10-foot boat, so he just held on until help arrived. Luckily, he wasn't hurt, but no doubt an important reminder to check the weather before you do head out onto the water. And checking it is as easy as downloading the free 10 News app. We will help to track the storms and send alerts straight to your phone so you know exactly what is happening in your neighborhood. Now to a 10 News alert we sent to your phone. Investigators are trying to figure out what started this fire that burned through the West Coast Surf Shop in Holmes Beach. You can see there's some pretty good flames shooting out of the building. For those who know the area, the store is on Gulf Drive. It's been there for years. We are told 3 employees were inside, but they weren't hurt. One of the officers on scene sent us this video. You can always do the same thing. Hashtag send to 10 if you happen to come across any breaking news in our area. Well, former First Lady Barbara Bush has decided to end medical treatment for a life-threatening illness. Family spokesman announced on Twitter that the 92-year-old made the decision after consulting with her family and friends. He said that she's going to instead focus on care to keep her comfortable. He went on to say, quote, "It will not surprise those who know her that Barbara Bush has been a rock in the face of her failing health, worrying not for herself, thanks to her abiding faith, but for others. She is surrounded by a family that she adores and appreciates the many kind messages and especially the prayers that she is receiving." President Donald Trump sent a deluge of tweets today directed at former FBI Director James Comey. Former FBI chief is releasing, of course, that tell-all book this week, and he's going to be interviewed on TV tonight.
In the span
High school students from Sarasota and Manatee counties have joined forces to create the group Students Stand Up. Today, they held a rally to stand in solidarity, they said, with the Parkland victims, hoping to incite political change within their school and the community. Students called for tighter gun laws, including having universal background checks and a ban on assault rifles. At the rally, students helped people register to vote. They even helped write letters to Senator Marco Rubio to demand that he take action and support gun control. Some students said the new Florida law putting an armed resource officer in every school is not enough.
At my school, we already have several, and I know if a gunman came in, the question is would they really be able to do anything if an individual came in with a semi-automatic rifle that fires 80 rounds per minute.
He went on to say that many students like himself were not educated on gun laws before the Parkland shooting, but have taken it upon themselves to learn and will be voting come November. Honoring the victims of the Vegas shooting is going to be a big part of tonight's Academy of Country Music Awards. You can, of course, watch it right here on 10 News this evening. The show starts in just over an hour from now, but before that, country music's biggest stars are here to give you a sneak peek.
Special show tonight.
All right, get ready. Show starts at 8 o'clock. Airs right here on WTSP. Oh, it was a big win for your Tampa Bay Lightning against the New Jersey Devils in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. The Bolts take it at 5-3, but it is not over yet. Of course, the puck for Game 3 tomorrow. That drops at 7:30. Bolts will be playing in the Garden State, but you can still watch it right here at the Playoff Beach Bash at Pier 60. That party gets underway at 5:30. We will be out there, of course, so be sure to stop by and say hello. And tomorrow, I think looking pretty good to be maybe outside watching the Bolts.
The only caveat, maybe not out on the water. Still going to be pretty windy, but beyond that,
We're done with the rain?
for tomorrow we will
Okay.
be. We're still tracking a few showers coming through, but the threat for severe weather, that's now over across Tampa Bay. But just a few hours ago, it was a very,
different story.
very different story. We had several tornado warnings, and we looking dry until next weekend.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. Hey, students in our area are getting ready to start FSA testing this week, so teachers at Mount Vernon Elementary School, they wanted to help them relax, de-stress a bit. As 10 News reporter Garrett Flowers shows you, the staff is using some musical motivation. Serious smoke machine there. Good luck to them on those tests. Well, the Lightning have forced the Devils into a goalie controversy.
(2017) 61 games broken hip. Certainly sounds like Kiermaier expected to hit the disabled list with this thumb injury. He plays so hard. You don't want to keep a player like that to slow down. He is the face of the Rays, and it seems like year and year again, he's just headed to the disabled list.
Wrap him in bubble wrap.
You have to, pretty much. He's diving all over the place,
One
sliding.
of those big inflatable bubbles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
That'll
need
be
to
all right.
you need to do something with KK, but
All right. Storms are done for the most part
The
tonight?
threat of
Yes?
severe weather is done. Still not quite done with the rain just yet. We've got one last batch that's moving through right now. So plan on once this last round moves through your area, then we'll start to dry out. And that's moving onshore as we speak. You see that western edge moving through western Pinellas and then up into the Nature Coast as well. So over the next hour, we should start to see folks drying out. Then we cool down. Looking ahead to tomorrow, high of only 72 degrees. We'll start off in the low 60s tomorrow, and then Tuesday, Wednesday morning, probably our last little dose of cool air for a while. We're going to start off in the 50s, but look, by the time we head into next weekend, the heat, the humidity, they're coming right back into play, and that could lead to a chance of showers come next weekend, likely on Sunday.
All right, sounds good. Well, for tonight at least, good weather, maybe stay inside. Watch the Country Music Awards.
I think that sounds like a great plan.
Start at 8 o'clock right here on WTSP, and we'll see you right back here after that for News 10 at 11.